Wild child running wild. Yes, I got the wild hair. I had to take the hair out, yeah. Time for it to get washed indeed. New wig is on the way. Anyway, welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. What up, baby Barack? What up, Lindsay? Welcome. This is a short one. What up, Scott Pope 75? Welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. Welcome to another edition. I was singing before y'all got on here, Wild Child Running Wild, because you got the wild hair, because I didn't wash it yet. I just took it down. So I could hop on here, but I will wash it and get it, because it's looking wild. But anyway, what else? It's a Pope 49. This will be a very short one today. What up, T-Way? So we're going to get straight into it. Again, welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. Twitch is active. IG, of course, is active. And YouTube, make sure, if you haven't already done so, you like, subscribe, and follow. For the folks that have already done so on YouTube, thank you for liking, subscribing, and following. All right, let's jump into it. I need to know if this guy is wrong for dating his friendship of 10 years. Is this guy wrong for dating his friendship of 10 years? And then we'll get into why he dated this friendship of 10 years as soon as I can pull it up. So let me get it pulled up. So a woman says her homeboy of 10 years blocked her out of respect for his new relationship. So my homeboy had to block me after 10 years of friendship. I know it's out of respect for his lady. And as a fellow girl, I get it. My feelings are so hurt. NGL. Sometimes I don't understand. What is NGL? What does that mean? I don't understand those abbreviations. What is that? NGL, my feelings are so hurt. And on every platform, too, the commitment is insane. What up, Tizzle? We're talking about a woman whose homeboy ghosted, okay, thank you, Tyler, baby girl. Trying to keep up with all them damn acronyms. I can't keep up. Okay? Not okay, that's what that means. Not gonna lie. Okay, well, she said her feelings is hurt. Thank you, Tyler, baby girl. I can't keep up. I'll say, I don't know what that means. What up, Tizzle? We're talking about today. A woman was ghosted by her friend of 10 years. He blocked her on everything, on all social media platforms, on everything you could think of, out of respect for his relationship. She says she gets it, but her feelings are still hurt. Was he wrong? Was he wrong for doing this? I don't think he was wrong. I actually had a friend that did that to me. We were best friends. And I mean best friends from, I won't say the womb because we didn't grow up from the womb, but we were best friends from high school. We used to eat off each other's plates. That's how, we was so entrenched in the mud together. Tizzle said he was not wrong. I don't think he was either, Tizzle. And again, I used to, hey, Mr. Clifford, we're talking about today for the new folks on Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. Was this man wrong for ghosting his woman best friend? So she's in her feelings. The woman is upset after her homeboy of 10 years blocked her on everything out of respect for his new relationship. So I was telling a story about myself. I'm sorry. This is Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. So I was telling a story about best friend. We were best friends. Got it out the mud together. Used to eat off each other's plates. Mama would cook. I would bring food to the job and we would just make it do what it do. He got married. And so it was weird. Because he got married and they were having a baby shower at the same time. So I went to the baby shower and met the fiance. What up, New Rule? Met the fiance and the fiance did not like me. Off the rip. I'm like, damn, I didn't even do nothing. I don't understand you people that don't like people for no reason. Y'all gonna have to explain that to me one day. Actually, you don't have to explain it because I don't really care. I know what it is. But I just don't understand people that don't like people off the gate. But she did not like me and had a thing towards me from the very moment and told him, yeah, you can't deal with her no more. You gonna have to cut that off. So, I mean, he ended the friendship. And I had nothing to do. I mean, what could I do? I had to respect it. And we had been friends for over 10 plus years. But then they ended up getting a divorce, and yeah, he tried to circle back. But I think after that, the friendship is never the same. Am I right or wrong? When the person cuts you off like that, and then they try to circle back, the friendship to me is never the same, because the friendship to me, I'm like, damn, you cut me off. I mean, I got it, because, I mean, if it came, and my man, yeah, I'm gonna have to, but and then you try to spin the block. I was like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to read some of these comments. Text said, gotta protect your investment. Marriage is an investment. Absolutely. Mama said, I have a guy best friend, and he has never blocked me in any of his relationships. He will regret it. Better hope that relationship lasts. So, Mama, are you saying he's right, or was he wrong for his decision for blocking his best friend? Text said, talks time in each life was up. These friendships and relationships are not forever. Clearly, but I thought my friendship with my best friend, I thought would be forever, because like I said, we got it out the mud together. Like, I remember when he was in a beat down, busted down red Kia Sophia, we used to laugh so much, because that's how much that damn thing used to break down. This is before, not these new Kias that they came out with. That's why I'm like, you people that drive them Kias, I could never. I know what they used to be built out of. Hey, Sonny. Mama said insecure people. Absolutely. Texted, yeah, y'all times in each other's life was up. It was. And again, I asked because has anybody ever experienced that where you had a friendship breakup? You had a friendship breakup. You guys reconnected, but the friendship wasn't the same. Because, yeah, in that situation for me, it wasn't the same. And then something else happened with me and him. And then I just decided, like, they tried to come back. And I think I was in a relationship. I was in a relationship with boyfriend now. And I was like, yeah, nah. I ain't even about to revisit this because, like, I'm in a relationship now. And I don't want it to be any type of feelings or any type of anima. Anyway. Baby Rock said, if they were truly best friends and they never had any sort of feelings or a relationship with each other, then that's whack. It's about being honest and trust. Real friends are hard to find. Mama said, I'm not cutting off no friends for any man. I hear you, Mama. Tex said, women be super insecure and they never want another woman to have a connection with their man. Women be insecure and possessive. Yeah, I mean... And then my friend was like, well, I mean, maybe you shouldn't have worn the dress you wore. I'm like, well, it probably wouldn't matter what I showed up because I went to the baby shower. And I was cute. I didn't go hold you. I was cute. Went to the baby shower. And I think it was late because the baby shower was in South Carolina. So I was driving from Georgia to the I drove from Georgia to the baby shower. Okay. Devotion. Okay. Went to the baby shower. And then, yeah, tried to... She looked at me and turned around and continued her conversation. I said, okay, I see how this finna go. Here we go. But I didn't let it get to me because, again, like Tex said, I know how females can be. I get it. But trust me, if I wanted a dab at your man, anyway, shut up. Anyway, Mama said our friendship has lasted longer than any of our relationships. Super bad, what up? Let's get it. What up? Mama said, you said he was selfish. I mean, Mama, I wasn't going to put all the business out there. But since you're putting the business out there, yes. Something else that happened between me and him. I think it was going through, like, whenever he has an issue, the bestie, I was there. 10 toes down. Even when he was going through this whole divorce, they had a kid. They were doing a co-parenting thing, and that wasn't going well. Always in his corner, listening to him. I think I had a situation... A moment where I needed him, I was told, okay, I'll call you back. And then I didn't get a phone call back until a couple days. I don't even think I got a phone call back. I think I got a text back like, hey. And then that's when I was like, you know what? You have to start reevaluating, situations. I do that a lot. If I've ever cut you off or if you've been cut off by me, I don't apologize. I'm not going to apologize for it. Won't apologize. Just know you did something to make me cut you off. You were the problem. I'm sorry. I'm a Pisces. Let me tell you something. A lot of people do not understand what a Pisces and what that means to be a Pisces, baby. Yeah, we do cutoffs. No explanation needed. I don't got to explain myself. We're all grown. So, I've done, but I don't think with that relationship I did that. That relationship, he didn't respond. He texted me, I didn't respond. And then I think maybe some weeks later, he sent me, or a month later or so, he was like, hey, da da da. And I was like, it's all good. Like, I have no ill will. Like, we're cool. I just can't be on that level with you, if that makes sense. So, new folks, welcome. Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. We are chatting about a woman whose guy best friend, cut her off. They were best friends for 10 years, blocked her on everything, no longer talks to her out of respect for his current relationship. I'm asking, was he wrong in this situation? Should he have cut her off, because of his new relationship? I can't say if he was right or wrong, because I don't know if his girlfriend had a problem with what was going on. Maybe they, in my boyfriend's words, maybe they were being too friendly with one another and the girlfriend felt some type of way about it. Or maybe the friend is a baddie with a big old bubble butt. Hey, the Real Major Beats. Okay, and oh girl, like I can't compete with that. Hell no, you can't be friends with her. Do you see her ass? You can see it from the front and the back. Hell no, you can't be friends with her. So that's a possible scenario where maybe the friend felt insecure, was like, yeah, nah, you're going to have to make a choice. It's me or her. Have you ever made somebody you date make a choice between their friends? Have you made somebody make a choice between their friends? I did have somebody tell me that that they would, if I kept bothering them about their friendship with a particular person, that they would they didn't know if the relationship was gonna last. I was like, well, if you want to choose your friend, you go and choose your friend. Choose them 2 times, 10 times, 3 times over. I'm not about choosing. Listen, go where you feel loved at. I will never make you choose between me and another person. Go choose that person. Then you'll figure it out. I will never do that. Yeah, I'm not that type of person. You have to choose. It's either me or your friend. Nah, choose where you feel like you about to be happy at for the moment. So, was this man wrong for cutting off his woman friend, his homegirl, for his latest relationship? Again, I don't feel like he was wrong or right in this situation. Again, because we don't know what the girlfriend might have had a problem with his best friend. You know how that can be. Ladies, sometimes we can be a little bit jealous and possessive. We don't want nobody to be around our man. So, I understand that part. What up, Tasha? But, Mama said he will probably end up regretting this decision. Mama said yes, if it was for no reason. Well, maybe it's caused problems. Well, I didn't even do the whole interview yet, Super Pad. It's coming though. She was sweet. Layla, is it Leela or Layla? Because I swear I be jacking people's names up. She was a super sweetheart though. I love me some her. I'm working on something where I'm trying to get her back here. We working on some stuff for the spring, summer. Don't you worry. Baby Brock said, where's the trust? A real friend is just that. Nothing intimate. If they respect you in your relationship, then why should you judge y'all friendship? Mama said you missed my comments. Yes, if it was for no reason. I read that. Didn't I read that? Yes, you said yes if it was for no reason. He was wrong. You said yes if it was for no reason. He was wrong. Hey, love. We're talking about today a woman ghosts her best friend of 10 years out of respect for his new relationship. Blocked her on everything social. Hey, Tasha Boo, I see you, girl. Baby Brock just said, where's the trust? A real friend is just that. Nothing intimate. If they respect you in your relationship, then why should you dead your friendship? All very valid points. So, Baby Brock, do you feel like he was wrong for deading his friendship? Do you feel like he was wrong for deading this friendship? Mama said, there is another one. Hold on. Let me go back up, Mama. Hold on. Mama said, I have met all my best friends' girlfriends and even the future wife and never been a problem. Can't hear you. Might be on my end. Can everybody else hear me? Super Pat, can you hear now? And thank you for saying Layla was great. I'm going to drop again my nose, allergies. I'm going to drop that complete interview. I got to work out some kinks with my radio station before I drop it. If I'm going to put it on their page. Anyway, that's minor details. New folks, was this man wrong for cutting off his best friend? Do you feel like he was wrong for cutting off the best friend? Best friend of 10 years. Out of respect for his new relationship? I'm with you, Baby Brock. Wait, I missed the topic? No, we're still chatting. We got 10 more minutes, Tasha. Okay, Super Pat, you can hear now. Yeah, no, you didn't miss anything. Okay, you can hear. Okay. So, folks, discussions with Dee Dee Parker, Twitch, YouTube, IG. Was this man wrong for deading his friendship of 10 years? Homegirl, he was cool with. For 10 years over his new relationship. Was he wrong for that? Blocked her on everything. She said her feelings are hurt. She said, I'm not going to lie, my feelings is hurt. I mean, I can get it, because when my best friend hit me with it initially, he was like, look, future wifey got a problem. I was like, okay, what's the problem? Ain't nothing we can't fix. At least I thought. He's like, yeah, no. She don't really want me talking and converse with. I'm not going to completely cut you off, but he did scale back the relationship. Out of respect for his wife. And, I mean, what was I going to do? Sit there and argue with him and be like, no, and beat my... Nah, that's your relationship. So, you got to go and make sure that that's good. You know, wifey become... I'm over wifey now. You know what I'm saying? But this is a best friend. Like I said, me and him had got it out the mud. Like, high school, Mama used to cook dinner. I used to take dinner to work, and we used to eat up, like, share plates because we were that broke. So this was like Bestie. We was locked in. And I'm not going to even sit here and hold you. Like when he initially said it to me, it did hurt my feelings. But again, who am I to sit here and argue? Like I have to respect you are about to be a married man. So I got to respect that. Like, and this is the best friend. I'm like, if I ever get married, you about to be my best man. And he was like, if he ever got married, I would be his best woman man. Of course, that never happened. I was looking forward to it. But it never happened because he did scale back our relationship. Eventually, they did end up divorced, him and his wife. And he did try to, like, spin the block. But then I was like, yo, you trying to come back after that didn't work out? I'm like, at this point, I'm good. You know, I did feel a type of way. I don't know why I felt the type of way, but I did. Baby Barack said, I think he was wrong if it was truly a friendship and nothing more. We all have a life before we meet someone. Facts. And Baby Barack, I know somebody, I don't know if it was on here or I was talking to somebody. I think it was on here. I want to say it was FA that said, a woman that has multiple men friends, that's a red flag. But see, the business that I work in, I work with nothing but men. So, I mean, quite naturally, those are going to be the people around me. Those are going to be my friends. So, yeah. I get it, though. Mama said, yeah, he was wrong. At least tell her why. Mama said that new relationship probably won't last 10 years. Tasha said, that's weird to me. Super Pat said, no, he wasn't. If they used to sex. Now, that's the question. Because, I mean, her feelings are hurt. But she said she respected, but I mean, my feelings was hurt when my guy best friend, but not, I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. I didn't sit here and dwell and was depressed for 40 days and 40 nights. Like, I was like, okay, it is what it is. Baby Brock said, I agree, mama. Probably won't last as long. Why is this new chick insecure? We don't know that to be a fact, though. If she's insecure, I was just insinuating. You know how I like to throw things and play devil's advocate. I was just insinuating maybe that could be the problem. Because I know for me, that was the problem in my situation when it came to my best friend. Like, as soon as the girl saw me, it was like, yeah, nah. Yeah, you can't be friends with her. You could be friends with her, but only, like, you gonna have to, like, scale that back. Like, until it went, we didn't, we might have talked maybe once a month or something like that. So, he dated another woman that also had a problem with me. So it just seemed like all the women he dated had problems with me. I don't know. Mama said she sounds insecure for whatever reason. Who? His ex-wife? My ex-best friend's ex-wife? She was definitely insecure. Definitely insecure. And I can do nothing to help you with those insecurity problems. I would think, you know what I'm saying, this is just me thinking, because everybody is different. I would think, as long as you introduce me to who you're saying your best friend is, I'm good. Cousins, because I've dealt with a guy that lied and said somebody was a cousin. Meanwhile, he was asking his whole cousin to sit on his face. But that's his cousin, though. I'm just saying. So, I don't have a problem. And all I kept saying to him was, well, if these are your cousins, these are your family members, why can't I meet them? Why won't you introduce me to them? Why can't, you've met my guy friends, no problems. Like, why, And it was always just a bunch of nothing. I don't even remember the excuse he gave me on why I couldn't meet the cousins. But I never met the cousins. So when I got into this relationship with boyfriend, I tried to make it a point. Like, look, I don't have nothing to hide. My friends don't have nothing to hide. Like, these are the homies. Yeah. These are the homies. This is A, B, C, and D. And then me and my friends, we have a weird relationship because we joan one another. We like to roast one another. Not so much tech, but I have another group guy friends. Yeah, we joan. One guy, I call him ugly. I be like, what up, ugly? And that's how we talk to one another. So, I don't know. Hold on. Baby Barack, I read that. Mama read that. Super Pat said she's cutting off all his side chicks. You know what, Super Pat? Don't you start that foolishness today. Mama said the girlfriend of the guy. But we don't know that to be fact if she's insecure. I'm just throwing that out there. Yes, Mr. Clifford, you can laugh at my pain. It's okay. Well, it's not pain because I really don't, that's the past. Mama said, Super Pat, not everyone is someone you smashed. That's what I'm saying. I've been friends with these group of guys. Like, for me, I can honestly speak for me. I've never, these people that I roast, never thought about them in any way, shape, form, sexually. None. You know what I'm saying? We just have that type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? Never thought, never wanted to. Hopefully they never thought, never wanted to. Yuck, yuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Tasha says that's a red flag to me. If it's not a friend you were sleeping with, there should be no insecurity. Well, Cam Newton said women and men can't be friends, especially if they look a certain way. Remember that conversation? We didn't have that conversation because I get sick of talking about Cam Newton on my podcast. But yeah. Super Pat said, LOL. Tasha said, right. And Mama said, she is insecure because she would have never made him. Well, maybe he did it. We don't know all the details surrounding this. Maybe he did it. We can't say she's the one that made him with the ultimate. Maybe he did it because maybe it presented a problem in the past. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he wanted to make sure going into this relationship won't be no problem. So this is what he did. To make sure that there was no problems, You know what I'm saying? I don't think he should have did a complete cutoff. Damn, you just cut off your friend cold turkey 10 years? You know what I'm saying? And like Mama said, what if this relationship you're in right now doesn't even make it to 10 years? What if? Mama said he was never friends before she came into it. Yeah, and then, I don't know, I just think when you start, and these are going to be my final thoughts, you guys can drop them because this is a short one today. Because I got a 2:30 meeting. I just think, with those past relationships, I think, when you enter, and then boyfriend would argue because you can introduce somebody and then still, the person could still be sleeping with them, which is very much true. But I just think out of respect, like, all parties involved need to just have a grown-ass adult conversation. You know what I'm saying? And that way you can, to me, if I had a conversation with this woman, I can better gauge to see what the fuck, excuse my language, to see what the hell going on. You see, ladies? Because some men will say, y'all don't have no discernment. I have a strong sense of discernment. So I pick up on things. Okay? I pick up on things. So, yeah, you could sit there. You would be able to sit there and tell if that woman slept with your man or not, ladies. Within the first few minutes of that conversation and how it went. And then you can better gauge and say, okay, yeah, hell no. I don't want you around this person. So, Mama said he was friends before she came into it. She's insecure because she would have never made him do it. Super Pad said, definitely, I have female friends that ask for a lot of favors, non-sexual. Right. And Tasha said, I never listened to Cam, LOL. His ass need to be in somebody's reading class. Absolutely. Y'all got any final thoughts? If not, because I really do have to go. I'm already a minute late for my meeting. If not, I will chat with you guys tomorrow. We're back at it. Love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, y'all. Until mañana.